And boy, he is back, and he's coming back with a vengeance. Because believe it or not, he's going to redeem himself, and he's going to win this year. I told you, that's what I believe. I feel like John Wall and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are going to get it done. Yeah. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy AJ, and you're watching One of Those. What's going on, my people? Hopefully you guys are doing great out there. I'm doing good, pretty good myself. You know, I'm here. Guys, let's go straight to the bottom of this. We're going to talk about today the new season of the NBA coming up, which is going to be crazy, I believe. Now that Kawhi Leonard is back. You feel me? First and foremost, let me make one thing clear. As you guys see, I rep my team to the fullest. My favorite team is the San Antonio Spurs, but I know my team ain't going nowhere. This year we ain't going nowhere, which is sad. But my favorite player is Kawhi Leonard. And boy, he is back, and he's coming back with a vengeance. Because believe it or not, he's going to redeem himself, and he's going to win this year. I told you, that's what I believe. I feel like John Wall and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are going to get it done. John Wall's in the right team, in the right situation for a reason. It's meant to be. And what I feel like is meant to be is going to be, I believe me or not. But guys, we're going to talk about my predictions of the seeding of the NBA, what's going to look like. So, I'm going to start with the West because it is the stronger division, but I feel like the East is climbing up to do better. So, I should say, so I'm going to start with my West. So, guys, I got, in my opinion, like I said, I got the Clippers being number one. It could be debatable between 1 and 2. But I got the number one because I feel like they are the better team. Even though Golden State won the finals, but that doesn't mean that was last year. Now that Kawhi's back on the team and Paul George healthy and the addition of John Wall, because if we looked at 1 through 15 guys, it's crazy. The lineup is crazy. John Wall, Paul George, Kawhi, Luke Batum, Marcus Morris, Reggie Jackson, Norman Powell, Rob Covington. It's crazy. Zubac, which is a solid big man. Luke Kennard. Come on, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I feel like my opinion is number one. Number two, I got the Warriors. Like I said, they are defending champs. They are good, and they are a strong core. Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Draymond Green, I give it to them. They are a strong core. They are the system. Without them, all hell goes loose. So, they are the core. So I respect those guys. I got in number 3 the Phoenix Suns. Even though the Phoenix Suns always find a way to choke in the playoffs, they are still a good regular season team. So I gotta give it to them. They will be in the top 5 seeding. So I got them at number 3. I got them sitting at number 3. Who did they pick up? That's pretty good. I don't know. Again, there's gonna be another question mark, another year for Chris Paul. Is he gonna get that championship? That's the question mark everybody's put on him. Is he gonna be a champion? And I don't think so. Now that Kawhi Leonard's back, shit is going down. I tell you what, he's not gonna win. I'm sorry to say that, but he's not. Next, coming up in the 4th seed, I got the Memphis Grizzlies. They proved themselves last year, even though for half of the season they didn't have John Moran. I would like to see what would this team look like, healthy. With a healthy John Moran, can they really get there? I don't really see them going past the second round, but they're a team that could actually prove and grow together if they stay together, and they could give other teams trouble. I think so. Or they could, surprisingly beat and some way somehow end up somewhere in the Western Conference. But that's far reach. But let's just say yeah, they're a pretty good competitive team. They fight hard, they play hard, and that's really much of what I gotta say about them. Another team that I would like to see, I got in the 5th seed, is the Denver Nuggets. With the addition of Jamal Murray being back, I don't know how he's gonna look, But I'm just going by. Let's see if he comes back at least at 85%. And as the season progressively goes, he will get better. I think you got a good strong team behind Jokic, Jamal Murray, and Michael Porter Jr. That team is pretty solid. They're pretty good, but they lose a few pieces. I mean, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because believe it or not, every team needs that one defensive player that's gonna be going around doing all the dirty work, and I don't know if they got that piece. I don't know. I mean, it was Austin Rivers that was doing the dirty work. I mean, for the most part, but I don't know if they still got him. Anyways, guys, as we're gonna keep going. At number 6, I got the Los Angeles Lakers. Yeah, I got the Lakers at number 6. Why? Because I don't know. I mean, they were in the AC. I know did they even make the play-in? No, they did not last year. They missed the playoffs. Because injuries, not being healthy. So we going based on them being healthy. I mean, I gotta give respect to LeBron and AD are a good as duo, but the addition of Pat Bev can it take them to the next level? I believe they could help them but win more games, but can they be better than these top teams that I mentioned? That's the question. That's the question because they got a bunch of nobodies. They got a bunch of players there that I have never seen in my life before, but kudos to them. I mean, I gotta respect LeBron at the end of the day. He is who he is. He competes and he tries to win. So if he's healthy in AD, they could be a top 5 team. Other than that, I don't have too much to say about that because that team might just. We seen that last year. At number 7, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves picked up a good pickup. People are questioning also if Rudy Gobert is gonna help the addition of him being in the team. How does this team look out to be with 2 big men? They're going like on some old school type of. But Rudy Gobert, he needs to work on his threes if he wants to be in the court. Because speaking of big man shooting 3, I seen Steve Adams, a clip of him trying to improve his 3 because he wants to be in the game when it comes down to that stretch. So is Rudy Gobert working on his jump shot because he knows he needs to bring his game to the next level if he wants to be producing for his team. If he wants to be in the court for the team, in the court while the team in the crunch time. Because him being in the court is a liability because it stretches, it spreads the floor out. And him being in the perimeter is easy for the opposing team to get into the hole. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to do something that he could be effective out there because believe it or not, Rudy Gobert, you're a tremendous defender, but you're offensively needs to grow a little bit much more. So I think you should work on that 3 from here and there. You could pop a 3 in a corner or something. Pick and pop. I don't know, something. Here and there, take a 2. Because every big man is doing it. Why you can't do it? So if I was you, work on your jump shot, big dog. I got a number 8. And this is a team that I feel like they could be even top 5. I don't know because this team is crazy. The New Orleans Hornets. The New Orleans Pelicans. If Zion comes back and bowling, boy, that team is crazy. With C.J. McCollum, Brandon Ingram, yeah, that team. I'm convinced that they could give some problems to a few teams in the West because they young, they strong, they got good veteran players, as in Brandon Ingram already, and they still got Jonas Valanciunas. That team is pretty solid. Believe it or not, I feel like that team could give a lot of headaches out there. Bro, that team is pretty good, man. And they still got Grand Theft Auto, Jose, whatever his name is. He's pretty good defender. I like a point guard like that, especially because he's hungry. He's always a play. He wants to win. So that team could surprise and shock a lot of people. Do I see them as a championship team? No, obviously not. That's the Los Angeles Clippers. Like I said, Kawhi Leonard, Finals MVP. But yeah, they will give a lot of problems out there. And at my number 9, I got the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks, I don't see Dallas Mavericks, Luka himself, beating these other players. I mean, last year it was I don't know how that happened, but they definitely shocked me. I didn't think they were gonna be that deep in the playoffs. I mean, but shit, they gave it a hell of a ride. I mean, it was wow. That was crazy. They beat you. They beat the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns. They really eliminated them. But yeah, the Dallas Mavericks. I got them sitting at 9. That's my top 9. Like I said, number 1, 2 spots between the Clippers and the Warriors. I feel like those are the strongest teams in the West in that conference, in my opinion. So it will be a toss-up between, but the Clippers will somehow become victorious. That's just my opinion. Going to the East, I got the Bucks at number 1. The reason I got the Bucks number 1 because they still got Giannis, but Giannis is Giannis. He's the most dominant player. Which they ranked the number 1, and ESPN ranked the number 1 as the best player in the world. I thought it would be Curry, but that's another story for another day. Giannis and the Bucks with Chris Middleton coming back, and the trio again, Drew Holiday. That team is pretty good. They're very deep because they have the chemistry ready that they build, and they champions, so they know what it takes there. The Celtics, the reason I got Bucks number 1 also because now the addition of Ime Udoka with the whole situation going on, whatever happened with him and that, what was she? I don't know what she was, but y'all know the story. Does this hurt the team now that he's not going to be there because he is suspended for the whole season? Does that hurt the team now that they went to the finals and now the coach that took them to the finals is not there? So what happens now to the Celtics? Do they find a way somehow deep in the playoffs or not? Because this could potentially hurt them now and probably in the future. Because are they going to bring them? If they suspend them now, are they going to bring them back next season? Because I'm pretty much the feelings ain't going to go away that quick about how they feel about him now. That's just me saying. So yeah, I got the Celtics at number 2 because they are a strong team still together, and now they're also with the addition of Malcolm Brogdon. And now they signed Blake Griffin as good veteran in the locker room. Blake Griffin leadership in the locker room will be great. The addition of Malcolm Brogdon, because last year, believe it or not, they cost me some money as the Celtics because they couldn't control the rock. They were throwing that ball all over the place. But yeah, so now they have somebody that can actually control the ball, be a point guard, and actually control plays. So that's a great addition for them. With the benefit I get, it all depends on the coach and how everything goes out. At number 3, I got Miami, which is tricky. I don't know if I should have Miami or the Philly at number 3, but either way, 3 or 4, Miami and Philly, I got them there. Miami, same team, pretty good. They just got to come back healthy. Tyler Hero, him not being in the playoffs last season will also hurt them. Him coming back, he needs to stay healthy. That's the key in every team. Everybody got to stay healthy. And so some ways figure out how they could do less without doing too much to prevent them getting injury. But then again, who could control injury? It just happens out of the blue. So yeah, I got Miami Philly at 3 or 4. Either way, the Nets, I got them sitting at the 5, just for the simple fact that they got KD and Kyrie, and let's not forget about Ben Simmons. I don't know if their bench is that deep and that strong that it can help them to maintain, but I got them in the 5th spot just because, yet alone, just those players, because those are crazy. KD is one of the best of all time, and Kyrie is. We don't really see those type of players like that on a daily basis. So yeah, I got them sitting at 5. I don't know if the chemistry gonna be there because there's a lot of things going on right now, a lot of awkwardness going on in the team. I don't know what's gonna go on, but hopefully those guys can get figure out. I could care less because like I said, the champs is gonna be the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard will be Finals MVP again. I could care less what happens, but you don't want to see nobody, whatever. I don't care, but I got them in the 5th seed. At number 6, I got Chicago. Or I should say, I don't want to, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the Cleveland Cavaliers at 6, just because they got Donovan Mitchell. But Chicago, man, I don't know. I'll put Chicago at 6, and I'll put the Cavs at 7. Put the Cavs at 7. I got the Cavs at 6. No. I got the Chicago at 6, Cavs at 7. So yeah, what's gonna happen with the Bulls? 'Cause last year, of course they missed out Lonzo Ball in the playoffs, but they didn't even show no type of They didn't even compete. They got killed out there. They got killed at home too. On top of that, it was nasty vibes. It was crazy. They got a lot to prove this year. I mean, they got a lot to prove. I don't know how they could figure out how to get games. I don't really see them as a championship team. That's just me being honest. But as good as DeMar DeRozan is, he's a great player and all that. But I don't know if he has enough help to get them there. You know, they're a good, solid team. Valanciunas, they got good pieces too around. I just don't know if that team could figure it out and beat these top teams. That's the Bucks or Celtics. Maybe, hopefully, this year they could, do something. I don't know. Got the Cavs at 7. Brand new addition with Donovan Mitchell. The Bulls also got Goran Dragic, but he's old. But, that will help too because he did pretty good for the Nets last year, especially in the playoffs. He played pretty solid. Number 7, I got the Cavs. Addition Donovan Mitchell. That should help them take them to a little bit next level. I see them as a second round team. I don't see them as far as that. Like I said, they would just be in the way of someone trying to compete for a championship. Could they shock the world? Yes, they can. But as my opinion, as I'm calling right now, I see them as a second round team only. I'm gonna give them, if they could get to the second round, because I'm giving them the 7th seed right now. That's just me stating. I could be wrong. They could, who knows, be top 5 of anything. The Cavs, sitting number 7. And number 8, it was the toss-up between the Raptors and the Hawks. But I'm going to give the Hawks the number 8 spot. Even though I don't know, I just don't. It's so tricky with the Hawks, man. They had that one good year that I thought from there they were going to take it and be better last year. But, no, they were dookie. Now that they got the DeJounte Murray, could that help them? Will Trae Young be playing more now off the ball? Or is he going to still be a player that cannot, is he going to be the next Steph Curry running through screens and stuff like that? That's what we want to know. Well, at least me. I want to see it. Is he going to be running through the screens trying to get his shots? Would that help them better? That could also help the team better if because DeJounte Murray is a pretty good point guard, and he's also a good point guard defender. So that's a good team. Then they still got John Collins. If he stays healthy, he'll be pretty good. Clint Capella on the boards defensively. That's a pretty good team. So yeah, guys, those are my top 9 at each conference. I still got the Clippers coming out winning it all. That's just my opinion. The team is crazy. I feel like they are together. Like I said again, they're there for a reason. John Wall, everybody's situation of everything. Kawhi turned his ACL. PG getting injured again. I mean, John Wall, the whole issue with the mental and everything. I don't know. That's just me saying it. I don't know. I feel like these guys are on the same team together now. They got something to prove. They got a chip on their shoulder. And I feel like they could win it this year. I just feel like they're going to win it. It's going to get crazy. So that's how I'm going to leave it like that. 2023 champion, Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, Finals MVP. Other than that, guys, I'm out of here. I'm signing out. Leave a comment. Talk to me. What do you think? What do you think? Who's going to be the winner of this year's finals when it gets there? Who you think is going to be competing? What's your seeding looking like? Tell me. Talk to me. I want to know. So, I'm signing out, guys. I'm out of here. Leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and turn your post notification before my next video. Till next time, bam!